There she is. Good evening. I'd like to call this Court of Revision to order. Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. We are a bit late. I apologize. I would like to welcome Deputy Mayor Dominique Jaguar. We're still here, Dominique.
Good evening.
All right, this is a public hearing as required by the Drainage Act to hear appeals as to assessment relative to the following proposed drainage project being Barron's Branches A and E drain. Do any member of the Court of Revision have a disclosure of pecuniary interest relative to this matter? Not seeing any. This time I'd like to introduce Jeff Brooks, our Director of Infrastructure and Community Services, to provide a brief overview of process with respect to the Court of Revision. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As previously mentioned, this is a Court of Revision for the Barron's drain. Council previously considered and accepted the drain report at a prior meeting. The Court of Revision is being held to provide landowners the opportunity to appeal land assessed for drainage work in regards to the following three issues. Number one, that any land or road has been assessed too high or too low. Number two, that any land or road that should have been assessed has not been assessed. And number three, that due consideration has not been given to the type of land use. It should be stated that if the court wishes to adjust an assessment up or down for one individual landowner, the court will have to add or subtract that from the other assessed landowners as the cost of the drain does not change. I'll turn it back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. I'd like to ask our Deputy Clerk, what appeals have been received relative to this project?
Mr. Chair, no appeals have been received.
All right, thank you. Can we skip down to number 8 then? There's no appeals. Do any members of the Court of Revision have a comment, questions? I think we're getting off lightly tonight. No appeals. Do members of the court have asked that, or any members of the public have any further questions or comments? I'm not hearing any. I believe everyone has been given a fair opportunity to be heard. If you wish to receive notice of the decision respecting the Barron's Drain branches A and E, please email the Secretary Treasurer, Diane Wilson, Deputy Clerk at dwilson@centralogden.org, or call her at 519-631-4860, extension 286. Provide your name and mailing address. Is this Court of Revision prepared to make a decision? I'm seeing. Do I have a mover? And Fiona is seconded. Please.
Motion reads, Mr. Chair, moved by Councillor Kravitz, seconded by Councillor Wynn, that the Court of Revision of the Council of the Corporation of the Municipality of Central Ogden adopt the schedule as presented by the engineer respecting the Barron's Drain branches A and E, and further that if dissatisfied with the decision of the Court of Revision pronounced on the 24th day of May, anyone may appeal this decision to the Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs Appeal Tribunal by filing a notice of appeal with the clerk of the municipality within 21 days of the date of this decision.
Thank you. If no further discussion, I'll call the vote. You'll call the vote. Diane, please go ahead.
Councillor Kravitz?
Yes.
Councillor Fair?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor
Jaguar.
My apologies.
Yes.
Councillor Wynn?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Marks?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, then I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Spree. Have a good night.
Good night.